What is up, book warriors? It's me, Joe, and welcome to my channel. And I apologize if you hadn't seen me in so long. I think it's been like 2 months since I've done a video. I've been really busy with other things. I was away in Florida for 2 weeks. I was off my eyes with work, and the weather has been ridiculously good, and I just did not want to be in front of my camera because I got lazy, and I didn't want to sit in front of my computer editing videos either. And my reading has been like atrocious. I have not read anything since February. I'm still reading the same book for the last 2-3 months, which is crazy because I don't usually take that long to read a book. But let's all ignore that. You're probably looking for this book haul that you're seeing the title on the screen, or you're seeing the title down below, which is, as you can guess, a big book haul, because I have quite a number of books. I have 15 books, so let's get going. So the first book in the big book haul is Kingdom Keepers book number 1. And I did pick this up in Disney World because this is a Disney based book, and why not buy it in Disney when you're in Disney? And I actually did read some of this book when I was in Florida after being to Disney World, and I was actually laughing at the fact that I actually knew where they were talking about and how to get there. And it was for me, it was kind of like, I actually know where I'm going. Actually, I know where they're going. I know where the characters are going. I know the places they're going to, which is actually pretty interesting. But I didn't read that much into this book. I only read a couple of pages. And yeah, that's book number 1 in my big book haul. Of course, with book 1, you have to get book 2. So this is my second book in my big book haul, and this is Kingdom Keepers book number 2. And following book number 2, you have to have book number 3. So this is Kingdom Keepers book number 3. And so this video doesn't go on forever. Here is book number 4, 5, and 6 of the Kingdom Keepers. So I actually did buy the first 6 of the Kingdom Keepers. I was going to buy number 7, but the quality of the book number 7 just wasn't there. It was after being bent up, and one cover had been bent up out of shape. Another book had been like, spine has been broken on it. It was like someone's after reading this. And one of the other books they had there, they only had like 3 copies of it, and the pages were actually being all turned up, and to be honest with you, I didn't want to buy a damaged book, so I just left it there and I said I'll buy it online. But it would have been nice to buy all 7 books while I was in Disney World, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. The next book in my book haul is Oasis by Ailish Barrett, and I picked this up a few months ago. I just never got around to hauling it. I don't think I'll haul this, and it sounds very interesting. It's a dystopian novel, and it just sounded really interesting and intriguing, so I picked it up, and I hope to read it soon as well. Following on my buying in Florida, I picked up 13 Days to Midnight. And this actually just sounded kind of interesting. I don't know where I actually bought this book, but I bought this book in a bookstore in Florida, and it was actually reasonably cheap. I think I bought 2 books in Florida. It cost me like less than $10, which is fantastic because in Ireland I can't get books for less than, like 2 books for less than $10. And yeah, this sounded very interesting, and it's something to do with like superpowers and that, so it's definitely down my streak. So I'm really looking forward to reading this, and it's not too big as well. So, and it's quite floppy actually, which I really like, and I can't wait to read it. Now the next book, graphic novel I bought, I don't know. It's a graphic novel. It's a graphic novel. Yeah, it's a graphic novel, and this is The Books of Magic, and this is the first graphic novel I bought in about 6 years. The last graphic novel I bought was an X-Men comic. I love X-Men, by the way, just so y'all know, and I have not seen a new X-Men film yet, and I've seen some of it, but I haven't seen all of it, and I really want to see it, but no one wants to go see it. So yeah, anyway, this is a graphic novel that I picked up, and the first one I bought in 6 years, and it has like different books within it. It has like book 1, book 2, book 3, and I read book 1 of this so far, so I just had to read book 2 and so on in this graphic novel. But it seems pretty interesting. It's not like, someone said to me it might be something very Harry Potterish, but looking at it, it's not really anything to do with Harry Potter. It's just about a kid that has potential to be the next big magician or something. But I will read it, and I will talk more about it in a later video probably. But that is number 6, 7, 8, 9 in my big book haul. The next book I'm hauling is the final book in a trilogy that I started reading that I have not read book 2 of yet, but that is Half Lost by Sally Green, and I've heard such good things about the series, and I'm really looking forward to reading book 2 and getting on to book 3 as well, to get onto this one. Now, I will probably do what I usually do when it comes to trilogies and I want to finish them. I will generally do book 2 and book 3 together in a TBR, so stay tuned for that. The next book on my book haul is book 2 in a series, and that is Glass Sword. Now, I've had this for quite some time. I don't think I've hauled it yet. And this is by Victoria Aveyard. I really enjoyed Red Queen, but now the Red Queen to me didn't really have anything that kind of stood out, but I quite liked the concept of it. But it's not a new story, there's nothing about it, it's very X-Men-y, but I still really enjoyed Red Queen, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy Glass Sword. I am interested to know what's going to happen to the characters, so that's probably a big bonus for the book. Now, I did give Red Queen, I think, a 4-star rating, so this I'm sure will get a good 4 stars too, and I haven't heard anything bad about this book yet either, so fingers crossed it's going to be good, and I am looking forward to reading it as well. So, for anyone following me on Goodreads will already know that I'm reading a series written by this author for the last year nearly. It's been a while, but it is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. Now, I've been told to read Clockwork Princess, Angel, and the other one before reading this. Now, I've been told I can finish the series, this Immortal Instruments series, and then start this one, because 2 of the characters are in this book actually have made an appearance in the last book of the other series, and it's going to be interesting. I actually really do quite like Cassandra Clare for some strange reason. I generally don't like that kind of style of writing or that kind of storyline. It's very but I actually really enjoy the series, so I'm sure this one will be pretty good too. This book is probably one of my favourite authors when it comes to children and young adults, because of what they write about. And of course that is Rick Riordan. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm a huge fan of mythical creatures and the Greek gods and everything like that. So this Trials of Apollo by Rick Riordan has been on my want list since I heard about it. I heard about it shortly after he announced it. I think I heard it like maybe 5 minutes after he announced it, and I wanted to get it. And I am looking forward to reading this book. And I have to admit, I wasn't a fan of the Crane Chronicles. I just don't like the Egyptian gods as much as I like the Greek gods and the Norse gods. But in saying that, I'm going to give the Red Pyramid another read and see if I can change my mind and maybe get the next 2 books in the series as well. But yes, Trials of Apollo, this will be on a TBR very, very soon as well. And in fact, it's not actually that big either, so it could be read very, very quickly. The second and last book in my big book haul is a book that I've been hounding the author to release this book, because he left his first book on a cliffhanger, and all I wanted to know was going to happen next, and it was just crazy good. And that is book 2 in the summer series by Tiernan Mataku. I'm really sorry if I butchered the name. But the first book in the series, The Novice, was extremely good, and I really enjoyed it. It had that like Harry Potter feel, but it also had another kind of a mature feel to that as well. And I just absolutely loved it, and I just love the main character. He's just like, he's a main character that you want to be friends with. He just has this great attitude, and I'm really looking forward to reading this book. And this one is, again, quite a short book, so I will be reading this one, I think, very soon. Once I finish the Mortar series, I probably will jump onto this book ASAP. The last book in my big book called book number 15 is a book that I read about online, and I went to search it to buy it online, and it was going to cost me like €15 to buy it. But I actually managed to pick this book up in Florida for $5 or less than $5, which is amazing, because I just like couldn't get over it. And that is Dreamwalker by Cs Freeman. And this book sounds amazing. It's just like one of these things. It's just, I think it's the world, the fact that you go into your dream world that has drawn me into it, and I'm a dreamer, so I actually just like the idea behind this book, and I'm looking forward to reading it. And again, it's not a big book, so it could be one of these books that I could actually get through in a couple of days, all going well. So I have a few books here that actually are do look quite short, so I actually could manage to actually read these books very, very quickly if I just knuckle down and do it. Of course, I do work as well, so it might be a bit hard. But yeah, anyways, book number 15, my big book haul. Yay! That's a lot of books. Well, that is my book haul. That is 15 books in a big book haul. And I hope you enjoy this. If you've read any of these books, comment down below. If you think there's any books I just hauled that you think I should literally just drop everything and read, please comment down below and let me know. If you like this video, give it a thumb up, and if you want to see more of these videos, because I will be posting more on this channel, hopefully a little bit more frequently than what I've been doing, hit the subscribe button, because I'm like so close to 100 subscribers on this channel. And if you want to see more content by me, you can always head over to my main YouTube channel, where I do generally upload once a week, and the videos are completely and totally random. There's no set video. It could be anything. It could be music, it could be vlogs, it could be something funny, or fair to be funny, or something like that. So anyway, I see you all in the next chapter.